and we bartered back and forth. And this was an internet eBay supplier, and I'd already made my mind up I would buy a new one over a certain point, and so she didn't like my lowball offer, and like an idiot, Steve showed me one on eBay that was like $60, and so I offered her that, and she said no way. But I ended up, I think, spending around double that, and plus the drive. But they were an interesting bunch. They would do demolition work, and that's hospitals and stuff like that. And that's how they ended up with the DU2. It was in a warehouse full of circuit breakers and shut-off boxes and all sorts of generator changeover boxes. And so I took a cheater cord and my fluke meter and made sure it was okay. It was. And that's probably where I'm going to start first, is the power supply. And the other thing is, like I mentioned before, I think when I was talking to you before, is coming up with some of the esoteric capacitors, but Steve assured me that once when I got to that point, I could find some stuff probably off of eBay that would work just fine instead of the other caps. I'm trying to think of the brand name of them, but you can't buy them what you need. They want to send you a tube, and like I said, if I get that far along, $300 or $400, I'm sure there'll be other guys building them, and I can share them with those guys. And, so that's no worries either. N9SHU, Chicago. This is W5JAY via WA1QIX remote control.
The boards are designed for ATC caps, unfortunately. When I was going to have it designed, I was going to have it designed for surface mount and leaded components, but the boards would have had to be bigger. There wasn't enough room, because I know that a lot of people don't want to spend the money on ATC caps because they are very expensive. And you got to buy a tray of 36. They won't sell you 8 of them, or like what you need. You have to buy 36 of them, and then you're sitting on them for the rest of your life. But I was fortunate because I get rid of my board. I sell my boards. I can also get rid of some of the caps, so I don't have all these caps laying around. But the 1500s and the .22s and stuff that you need for the board is set up. The boards are set up for the ATC components.
Yeah, what did you think of Steve's layout? I'm sure you got to go behind the big racks. That really encouraged me just to, have some fun with this, get it going, and then, but you look at Bob's stuff, and you did send me some pictures. Both your transmitter and Bob's are like works of art. I did get to see Wayne's. I can't think of Wayne's call right now, but his transmitter's also a work of art. I heard Wayne on, I think it was yesterday when I was coming back from Fort Smith, which is about an hour away from here. And I got to meet Wayne up at Boxborough, and we sat around and ate lunch, and he...
You just dropped out, Ray. Get what he was running and all that. I thought I heard him say N1GAC, but I thought he said Golf India Charlie. So just for your information, I don't know what you got, but.
Hey, Bob, keep baffling Washington Bob. How are you doing? And Steve said I could hang on his transmitter while he's exercising, so I'm just talking with Doug. How are you doing? Yeah, no problem, Bob. This is Jay, W5JAY via WA1QIX remote. And I get a big kick out of your picture with the 45. Think of that every time I go shooting. Yeah, that was Doug that dropped out. Let's see if he's back. N9SHU, W5JAY with K1KBW, and I'm via the WA1QIX remote. You back, Doug?
Must be in decent shape if you're on
Well, I can watch the BU meter and tell that it's up and down. One minute you're full quieting, and then it was very long, Bob. In fact, on Steve's commute home, Doug was, loud in here. So it's, I meant to tell you.
Try Gary, KG&LB, and
receiver, and you were S9 plus 10 over at about 4:30 in the evening. You had a hell of a signal here in northwest Arkansas, and slow your feet down and see if Doug's back in there, but if not, go ahead and take it. K1KBW, W5JAY, and I better run here in a few and get some things done, but anyway, I'm via WA1QIX remote control. Go ahead, Bob, if Doug doesn't jump back in there.
I'm back, very sorry. Bobby!